So it would appear that all that crap we've been hearing about the Fantastic Four, all that stuff we've been hearing about, Sue Storm this, Reed Richards that, woman-centric this, god-awful mess coming that, turns out it's all true. I am so very surprised by this. I never thought Marvel would want to destroy themselves like this. I mean, the MCU would never do something like that, would they? But wait, they will, and they intentionally want to. So, yeah, that's happening. So as it turns out now, the upcoming Fantastic Four reboot, which will see Sue Storm being a man-hating she-demon, and Pedro Pascal cast as a race swap to Reed Richards, because apparently, he's perfectly happy to do that. Somebody in my comments, joke had said that Pedro Pascal is in everything. I looked at that whole wedding video of my daughter's marriage, and he was in it too. Boy, and I ever laughed. That was fantastically funny. But yeah, he doesn't seem to have a problem being cocked. I mean, just look at the Mandalorian, and you can see that. So we've got some news. Let's get into this article here from Cosmic Book News. Fantastic Four has been cast. Rumors true. I am not surprised at all. Are you? Oh, well, it's not surprising. Sue Storm said to be the standout role, and that the cast is built around the character. Yes, because what you need to do is, rather than make a Fantastic Four movie, which you can do if you really want to. The Fantastic Four are a team. Reed Richards is the leader. Johnny Storm is the hothead. Sue Storm is the glue that kind of holds them together. And Ben Grimm is the heart of that team. That's who they are. You can make a really good Fantastic Four movie if you put your nose to the grind and start doing this. But this is 2023 going into 2024 era MCU, and they have their head shoved so far up their woke reins that they can't do anything but this. The rumors that were coming out about it were not pleasing at all. I mean, at this point, the only thing that they could really do is just destroy Reed Richards so bad that they turn him into like the Maker, which is an evil version of Reed Richards, which would make them even more happy, because then they would get to tear down yet another male lead, and that would make them happy. After that, now they might have to bring in She-Hulk as like a reserve member of the Fantastic Four, and Sue would be in charge, and then that would make it all the better. That's what most likely they're looking to gear up to. I don't know, it might be something different, but so what happened is that Neurotic has some information he put out, and he said that the Fantastic Four has been cast. Bronze Age Warrior replied and said, I'm sure it's every bit as disappointing as we knew it would be. Neurotic responded, I'll just say most of the rumors are true. I mean, you really think we have ever gotten to a point where people are like, before any MCU movie comes out, people are just saying, you know what? I know it's going to be terrible. I have no hope in this whatsoever. I just waited for this to just be destroyed. And many people now are like, I'm not even going to go and bother to watch. Honestly, I'm not even going to bother to go and watch. I mean, look at what happened with the Marvels. I don't even know if that thing has even passed 200 million yet, because I just like, I ain't bothering anymore. I might check it out one of these days to see if it finally passes it. But, that movie's done. The Marvel Disney has abandoned that movie, because you didn't bother to make a good movie. You just made a movie, and what exactly did you sell it on? It's about three women, three diverse women, and that's the reason you should watch it. Plus, the director is a black woman. I mean, God forbid you find someone who's actually done some actual directing work and put out something that really blockbuster, but no. You're just going out there to find anybody of diversity and put them in. You know what he's talking about? Whether or not the movie is actually good, then I said you need to watch it because of that. This kind of toxic messaging that Disney is on, where they attack their fans and tell them, if you don't watch this, you are a this. It's not working anymore. People are sick of it. So this is it. So this is it. One person already knows that this movie going to be a failure, and I'm sure many others do because I already know this movie going to be a god awful failure. So I'm not sure if this is the actual cast they have, but some of them they have here. It might be, it might not be. They might change something or the other. But we're pretty much sure Pedro Pascal going to be there, and Sue Storm is going to be taking over in one form or another. And this is a fan art, so it's possible. What do the rumors say? Rumors have offered that Pedro Pascal has been cast as Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards, with it already claimed to be a done deal. Additional casting rumors include Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm, Invisible Woman, Stranger Things actor Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and the Bears' Eamon Moss Baccarat as Benjamin Grimm, the Thing. Now, that's the people who have been cast for it. But again, in a video that I did previously, Kevin Feige was like, we need to change Reed Richards because the cast is too white. I mean, I'm not saying you can't have good actors on it, but if your reason for changing a cast is because, it's too white, that's pretty much telling me your mindset going into this movie. It has also been claimed Anya Taylor-Joy is up to play a female Silver Surfer, and that either Antonio Banderas or Javier Bardem is playing Galactus. Dr. Doom is also rumored for a small role. Molecular Man might be a villain as well. So we're getting a Silver Surfer with breasts because apparently that's essential. You understand me? God forbid you do the actual Silver Surfer. Norrin Radd, who has a really interesting story, would make a really good character in the movie. But no, or you could have just had him be there and then introduce a character like Nova in probably next movie or something like that. But when you're more interested in identity politics than common sense, this is what you do. And then you have either Antonio Banderas or Javier Bardem playing Galactus. I can't wait to hear Galactus singing like Zuru. That's why it's like, I would feel really messed up. Now, some people have said that, they doubt Galactus is going to be in the movie because Galactus is more like a universe level threat and thing, so they wouldn't waste him in that. You gotta remember something. Again, as I say, this is the MCU. Common sense seems to have flown the coop. You could have built up to a character like Galactus and then really bring in something to talk about. But you didn't do that. Galactus is not even an Omega level threat. Galactus is Galactus. That is it. He's in a class all his own. That is the kind of thing you use. That is the kind of entity you use for endgame level movie. That is it. But you're not doing that. So they may very well dump him in this movie if so happens. Dr. Doom, I think, would make a much better villain. But as they say here, rumored for a small role. So you might just see Doom sitting in Latvia, tapping his throne with his fingers, something like that. Maybe. And then you have Molecular Man, like anybody's supposed to care about that. But that's what you're doing. Let's go on and see what else they have to say. It has been claimed by multiple scoopers that the movie centers around Sue Storm. Yep, that's the info I've gotten also. And that the character is the standout role. While that in itself is not necessarily a bad thing, it's the approach that is an issue as it's meant to send a message. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. People are all like, okay, oh, you have a problem with the movie centering around a woman, or you're a sexist, or what woke equals women. That's not the point. It's called Fantastic Four for a reason. It's built around a team. Sue Storm is an essential part of that team. But if you want to put her as the standout role in the movie, and the reason you're doing that is to push a message that She's locked in a marriage with this hateful bastard who's destroying her life. How is that supposed to be anything? Hey, come on now. It is said Fantastic Four is all about Sue Storm, but the movie portrays Reed Richards in a negative light, in addition to other male starring characters. Yeah, because it can't just be Reed Richards. You have to make every man look like shit. The rumor says Sue Storm feels she has been held back by Reed, and she hasn't been able to live up to her full potential because she's in a relationship with Mr. Fantastic. There are even claims about some sort of love triangle and feud going on in the movie. So, she and Reed meet, fall in love, get married, living a happy life. That is her feeling like she's being held back by Reed Richards, because she must be allowed to go out, party, drink, and have sex with random people whenever she wants. But the fact that she's married, that's an awful thing. And then, of course, you have to make Reed Richards, Johnny Storm, and the Thing out to be three of the worst scum to ever walk the face of the earth. And she needs to overcome. And they talk about some sort of love triangle. I mean, what, Reed is really supposed to walk it and catch her banging Nemo or something, and that's what sends him over the line, and he becomes the maker. I mean, come on, what are you even trying to make this movie about? What? In what way do you craft a Fantastic Four movie and have it be centered around Sue Storm feeling like she's trapped in a relationship with a nasty, toxic husband, and then after that you're like, okay, we're going to have Galactus in it. Dr. Doom is going to have a small role, and maybe Molecular Man, but this movie is really going to be about Sue breaking free from Reed. Who would want to watch that movie? It's gonna fail harder than the Marvels. Go on. Sue has been sacrificing so much of herself being in a relationship with him, states the previous leak. The leak also says this is the reason Marvel has had trouble casting the Fantastic Four. Yeah. Actors have passed on the script because it's so bad, and it is also said to be the reason Spider-Man director John Watts decided against directing the film. Well, I don't blame him. Reed Richards is so poorly depicted that some actors even passed on playing the role. Yes, I heard that. They did not want to be involved with this toxic masculinity style portrayal. And apparently the original director also left at least partly due to this same issue, says the leak. Yeah, because everything I have heard about this sounds absolutely horrendous. The script is getting a rewrite, so we'll have to see if Disney and Kevin Feige have learned their lesson from their approach to the Captain Marvel movie and Phase 4 and Phase 5 that have been such a failure. No, they have learned nothing. If anything, they're going to push it harder, because they're taking like a break for 2024. I think they only have like 3 series coming out next year, and then they have Deadpool 3. But 2025 they're coming back hard, and I'm telling you, they're going to come back with the same crap that put them in this problem. The exact same thing. They're not going to stop. They have learned nothing. All they want is to just destroy everything. It is 80% of fans didn't even show up for the Marvels. Not shocking. So, yeah, it looks like all the rumors about the Fantastic Four are true. It's going to be Sue Storm centered. Reed Richards is depicted as a horrible, disgusting cock of an individual, along with Johnny Storm and the Thing. We might get Galactus. We most likely going to get a Silver Surfer with breasts. We might get a short cameo of Dr. Doom and maybe Molecular Man, but this movie sounds more like Sue Storm breaking free so she could go out, party all night, have sex with random strangers, and live her life the best way possible, because being married is so toxic now. You know your thoughts on this in the comments. You have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I put out a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.